Drepung. Second one is Sera. Two things, Drepung
Hari ini
and
kita
Sera.
ke
Drepung.
namanya Drepung Monastery. Jadi how many monks?
Selasi. Selasi. 色 颜色的色 Selasi. So and then I have information about those prayer wheel. Prayer wheel. We call it money. Tibetan name we call it money. Money. We call it money. It's a prayer wheel. Prayer wheel inside here we put the Tibetan Buddhism textbooks, books inside, and then here is made in copper. And those are, it's not Tibetan language. Here is not Tibetan language. It's a Sanskrit language. If you want to do, you can hold here, from here, to do like this. To clockwise. The clockwise is Tibetan Buddhism people, we have to do clockwise like this. Before Buddhism people, before Buddhism comes from Indian, we have born religions. When I explain for the born, right? Born is anti-clockwise like this. Negative.
Opposite.
Opposite, very opposite. Even now, 2-3% we have. Also, people walk around the mountain, holy mountain. Buddhist people walk around the clockwise. The born is anti-clockwise. So also same this one. Buddhist people, we have to do clockwise. Born is anti-clockwise. So inside is all the books, textbooks. We will see inside their books. So it means also we praying, also we cleaning karma. Also we hopefully we get the good merit. If people get the good merit, people long life, the happiness. So if you would like to do, you can. Born religions, B-O-N religions, right? Born religions, negative religions. And then also Buddhism, we have 4 different schools. The yellow hat, right? Yellow hat school is the last school. Gelugpa, we call it the Gelugpa. 15th century Gelugpa. You remember? Number first two, current Dalai Lama all follow the Gelugpa schools. So also center one is we call the Tsongkhapa. Tsongkhapa, who is number first Dalai Lama's teacher.
Dalai Lama
number first Pancho Lama's teacher. Also, who is the founder of the Yellow Hat School, Tsongkhapa. He was born in Qinghai, very far away. He's very famous to one master, Lama. And then left side is Pancho Lama, right side Pancho Lama, left side is he's disabled. He have actually is 500 disabled, but most important 8 disables. And then 8 disabled, also 2 is the most important. 2 is number first Dalai Lama, number first Pancho Lamas. Yellow Hat School. And then outest school, we call it Nyingma. Nyingma is Red Hat School, the oldest one, from 8th century. The first time our Buddhists brought from India to here, right? 8th century, and we call it the Nyingma, 100% Red Hat School. Second school from 11th century, and then yellow, white, black hat school. Third school is from 13th century, red and black hat school, 13th century. Last school is from 15th century and the yellow hat schools. Because we have 42 kings, whole Tibetan, we have 42 kings.
Yeah.
First king is from 2nd century. Last king is 9th century. Last king, he destroyed Tibetan monastery and cultures. Because many people like to be monks, be nuns, and then no more power military. Nobody, no farm, nobody, no working. And the economy is not development. And he destroyed by the monastery and the culture. And the monks all back to hometown to looking for doing something, you know, farming. And then after more than 300 years, after destroyed more than 300 years, decentralizations. Do you know the decentralization? Decentralization. No more systems, no more, you know, like it's all decentralization, more than 300 years. After 300 years, from the 11th century, one Indian master, we call it Adisha master, from Indian to embed to in Tibetan, teach again Tibetan Buddhism. And then slowly from 11th century to 1956 before, growing up Buddhism. Again, Cultural Revolution, little bit destroyed the monastery. And then now Chinese government rebuilt, big support to rebuild the monastery, rebuild it. And then 21st century, we have everywhere have a monastery is completed to rebuild it, but less monks, but the monastery is completed to rebuild it. Yeah, it's you know, king and how to is from the king, how is destroyed, how is the decentralization, how is the, you know, after the decentralization is which school is coming? Sakya school, we call it Sakya, or black and white school. Sakya. Last school, yellow head school. We call it Gelugpa. 70% follow the Gelugpa schools now. Lhasa, around the Lhasa, we can see many monasteries. Today, tomorrow, all follow the Gelugpa schools. The center one is we call Tsongkhapa, who is the founder of the yellow head school. So founder of the yellow head school, we call the Gelugpa school. You tell me, I will take picture with you guys. Okay.
Yeah. So what's the name again of what?
Drepung Monastery.
Drepung Monastery, ya. Jadi ini adalah namanya Drepung Monastery. Dulunya ada 10.000 orang mang tinggal di sini. Apa bedanya monastery dengan temple? Kalau temple biasanya ada di dalam apa? Di dalam kota. Monastery biasanya di luar kota. Ya.
Two is very important to see.
Itu adalah Drepung Monastery.
1975 to today.
Ya. Jadi setiap mang ini punya kamar sendiri dan mereka biasanya live dengan very simple ya, hanya ada kompor, satu tempat tidur. Tujuannya memang seminimal mungkin. Kamu lihat di belakang gua nih, ini biasanya kalau di hari-hari tertentu ada painting yang gede banget. Itu namanya apa namanya tadi ya? Pokoknya paintingnya gede banget, ditaruh di atas. Sedangkan di sini kamu lihat di batu-batunya ada lukisan-lukisan daripada Dalai Lama yang merupakan founder daripada religion ini. Tadi kita barusan masuk ke lihat kamarnya Dalai Lama. Jadi ini ada 4 tingkat. Tingkat kedua adalah apa itu? Tingkat kedua adalah tempat Dalai Lama menerima para peziarah. Tingkat ketiga kamar tidur dia. Dan keempat itu tempat meditasinya. Nah inilah sedikit pemandangan dari apa nih, monastery yang ditempati yang merupakan residen dari Dalai Lama kedua, ketiga, kelima. Sekarang Dalai Lama ke-14 yang lagi diasingkan, yang katanya merupakan inkarnasi dari Dalai Lama ke-13. Gitu. Ini yang bagus nih. This is our group. Guys, everybody is smiling. I take a video of you, smiling, and you guys will see. I will send it to you.
Yeah, thank you.
Where are we? Where are we right now? Where are we right now? What's the temple name?
Drepung.
Drepung, a resident of Dalai Lama.
Yeah.
Right. Sokchen Temple.
Out. Number 4 never lives in here. Ishkas, we will visit there. Number 2, 3, 4, 5 lives here. Number 2 Dalai Lama, he passed away 66 years old. And number 3 Dalai Lama, 45 years old, passed away. And number 4, 27. Number 5, 65 years old. And number 6, very famous Fan Jazo. It's very famous by wrote for the poems. 23 years old passed away. Number 7 Dalai Lama, Kesan Jazo, 49 years old passed away. Number 8 Jamyang Jazo, 46. And then number 9 Lungdok Jazo, 10 years old. Number 10 Dalai Lama, he passed out 21 years old. And number 11 Dalai Lama, 17 years old. Number 12 Dalai Lama, 19 years old. Number 13 Dalai Lama, 57 years old. Now current Dalai Lama, very long life, 90 years old now. But those are almost 80% very long, short life, right? Monks, youngest be 7-8 years old. 7-8 years old. That same is the family decided to be monks. So it's maybe same in your country or not. We are here, youngest one is 7-8 years old. Also, before 15 years old, have to need to be monks because it's a need to very challenge brand, right? So after the 15 years old, and then a little bit like to be monks. So Dalai Lama and Pancho Lama, they are Jinggan nation is we have two different systems. Maybe you number 1 is they're from the Qing dynasty. You know Qing dynasty.
Qing dynasty.
Yeah, Qing dynasty. From Qing dynasty. This system is from the Qing dynasty. And then maybe 6, 7 men we wrote down on the paper with a wood about bigger than my finger like this, and put here. And then maybe 6, 7 different men put the golden pot with one big pot, and the one lama is just never looking for the pot, and just like this praying with a rounding like this, his hands doing like this round, one pick up. He's choosing for the Dalai Lama. This is number 1. Number 金会事情对清朝的时候，这个制度是清朝的时候。And second one is some, for example, Dalai Lama passed away, Pancho Lama, he knows which direction, west, east, which countryside, which village, which family, he knows. And then on the table, two different things, very similar two things. Dalai Lama used the things and then didn't use the things. Very similar two things put on the table. That time he's 4 or 5 years old. And then to choice which one is yours. And Dalai Lama, he said, it's mine. He knows. Choose by like this. And then Pancho Lama also like this. Pancho Lama passed away. Dalai Lama he knows. But first regulation is from the Qing dynasty. Qing from the choosing by like this. But the normal Lama is usually for the monks. His youngest is 7, 8 years old. Dalai Lama is 4, 5 years old. For example, now Dalai Lama, he was born in Qinghai province. He born there, and 4 or 5 years old, people sent to Qinghai to invite to Hotel Palace. To 4 or 5 years old, and with parents. And he have 2 teachers. One is for teaching for philosophical. One is teaching for maybe tantric something. Divided 2, you know, Satra and tantric, 2 different, right? Tantra and Satra. two different teachers we have. So and one he goes. The second one is Dhamma well. Means represent Buddhism.
Tadi kita baru masuk ke dalam, kita tidak bisa foto di dalam karena di dalam ini beberapa tubuh daripada Dalai Lama. Seperti kita tahu, cara penguburan di Tibet ini agak unik. Yang pertama yaitu mereka setelah meninggal selama 3 hari di rumah, kemudian mayatnya, jenazahnya akan dibawa ke gunung, dipotong-potong dan dibagikan untuk burung-burung. Yang kedua, dia juga bisa untuk kasih makan ikan. Jadi badannya dipotong-potong terus dikasih makan ikan dan cacing. Kemudian yang ketiga tentu ada dikremasi, terus abunya itu dimasukkan dalam stupa. Yang keempat juga ada utuh, terus dibalsem, terus masukkan dalam stupa. Nah yang di dalam tadi kita melihat tubuhnya itu di abu, ya. Gitu. Itu kurang lebih.